Hytale is about to release a new...
Hytale is not coming out tomorrow.
About Hytale.
Hytale was expected to be a legendary game.
Hytale. Everyone's talking about Hytale right now, or at least they talked about it years ago. The whole hype around Hytale is actually gone. Almost no one is talking about this game right now. Just like this hyped trailer, gameplays, exciting announcements, release dates, like this whole hype around this game just like it never existed. And after more than 5 years, no one, except for the developers of course, have touched this game yet. Even the beta test is still not open. And if we look at the blog page on the official Hytale website, we can see that there are very large gaps between blog posts compared to the previous blog posts, where they were showing very many things almost every month. The most wanted game in 2019, the most anticipated in 2021, the killer of Minecraft is still not released. And yeah, sure, a lot of things happened to Hypixel Studios and the game overall. But look, after the game was delayed many times to another date, another year, Hypixel Studios stopped on a specific year. They've said that the game should come out in 2024 or later. So in today's short video, I want to go quickly through all blog posts and reasons why the game was delayed to another date, and I will also answer the question why you came here. Will Hytale be released in 2024? Okay, let's start off with the beginning, when the first ever trailer has been released. And oh my gosh, how much hype this game made back when the trailer has been released. This trailer right here made over 60 million views, and players really expected this game to be an awesome alternative to Minecraft, or basically Minecraft 2.0. But if this little studio only knew what a big mistake they've made. So you might ask me, what was a mistake here? Announcing the game, developing it, or showing the trailer? Showing the trailer so freaking early. And it would probably make more sense if the trailer would release probably not in 2018, but for example in 2020 or 2021. I know that no one could predict that many bad things and changes will happen to Hytale and Hypixel Studios back then. So that the release date will be pushed more forward and forward and forward. But let's take a quick look at which release dates they were announcing. In the end of 2018 and beginning 2019, shortly after the trailer was released, the developers announced the first release year, someone in 2019. Just like the GTA 6 trailer that said someone in 2025. So does that mean that the game was almost done at the time? Because announcing the game in pretty much the same year as the trailer could only say that the game was actually almost done. Just because they had a maximum of 12 months to finish the game. And the game also made so much hype at the time that it even was nominated in the most wanted game category at the Golden Joystick Awards in 2019. But suddenly, after 11 months of silence for the release date, the game was pushed to 2021, which was written in the November 2019 blog post. We've previously said that Hytale will be ready when it's ready, because we're serious about providing the community with a game that meets their expectations. We can now be a little more specific. Factoring in the scale of the project and the high bar we want to hit, we're planning for Hytale to be playable by everyone in 2021. Almost everyone who was hyped for Hytale waited for the game, thinking it was almost done, but it was pushed 3 years forward. What happened? Well, I think the answer is very interesting. December 10th, 2020. The most awaited game that was over 10 years in development back then finally released. People wanted it to be a good, optimized game without any bugs and disappointments. And it was Cyberpunk 2077. And I think most of you guys probably know what happened on that date. Many disappointments, refunds, day one patches were made on that day. People were very angry at CD Projekt Red for releasing this game. And I can fully understand those people. The state of Cyberpunk back then was only somehow playable only on really strong PCs, and I feel pretty sorry for those people who bought Cyberpunk on the past gen consoles back then, because the game barely even reached 15 FPS on the start location on Xbox One, and the way how this game looked and its technical state made most of the people refund the game. I can't even imagine a person and the pain he was experiencing while playing this. And even Sony managed to temporarily temporarily remove Cyberpunk from its PlayStation Store because it was so bad. But you might ask me, what has Cyberpunk to do with Hytale? Well, the reason why I compare both of these games is that Hytale wants to be a perfect game. I mean, Hytale made a good decision back then, in my opinion. Hytale has set his priority on quality over recency, and Cyberpunk didn't. And people also wanted to play Cyberpunk very much, just like people wanted to play Hytale back then. And so CD Projekt Red decided to release this. Did people get what they wanted back then? No. Well, at least console players. So I think the same situation could happen to Hytale if they released their game in 2021 back then. Because they decided to delay the game again, but this time to 2023. And, well, people were very disappointed. Because the developers just went almost silent after 2020. The gaps between blog post dates got bigger and bigger and bigger, until they've announced the final release date. At least this is where we stay right now, 2024 or later. So, the main question, will it be released in this year, 2024? In my opinion, no. Considering that the developers mentioned that the game would release in 2024 or later, so early back in 2022, this is why I think that the game will not be released this year. Yeah, the studio has grown, but that doesn't change the fact that they want to make a perfect game, and also considering that the developers decided to make big changes to the game engine, and also that they are almost silent, I think this is the sign that they are just not ready to release it this year. Well, at least in my opinion. But I think to get a proper answer, we should wait until summer or winter till they release another blog post this year, where the developers should say if it is true that the game will release this year, or we should wait more, like they did in 2021, when everyone was expecting it to release in 2021, or in 2019, when everyone expected it to release in 2019. So, yeah, that's it. Subscribe.